he had a heritage. He had a heritage Softail, and he was talking a good game about how much he loved to ride, and that was his thing. Riding was his thing, right?
None like a 66er, rolling on the glide, murdered out Harley, 124.
His job had him sitting over there for a while, so the brothers here decided, let's go pay him a visit. So we got together and made a trip out of it to go meet this brother in Phoenix. So we're riding over there, and we had a hangaround at the time. This hangaround, he came to us, and he was an odd fella. There's a lot that was going on with this cat, and he had a heritage. He had a heritage Softail, and he was talking a good game about how much he loved to ride, and that was his thing. Riding was his thing, right? So from here to Phoenix is about 6 hours. It was in the middle of the summer, so the temperatures were pretty high. We were breaking over 100 easy, over 100 riding through the desert, out by Indio, out past Palm Springs, Indio, heading towards Blythe. So, we're rolling, and before we left, it was checks on everybody. You good? You good? You good? You good? Everyone's good. This brother, he says he's good. I know I'm good. And I know my guys are pretty good. This guy's a hangaround, so I'm not quite sure where he's at. But we didn't even make him meet us here. We let him meet us at his house, which was near to Palm Springs. So we stop, we pick him up. It's all good. He kisses his wife goodbye. We jump on the bikes. We hit the 10 freeway, headed east. Destination Phoenix. So we're going. We do our first gas stop. No problem. Get back on the road. Going. Then this guy starts to get, what do you call it? He started exhibiting signs of fatigue. I'm going to call it I'm going to use a polite word. He started exhibiting signs of fatigue. So I'm like, what's going on with this guy? I'm looking in my mirror. I'm talking to my brothers. I'm like, what's up with this guy? And so I have one of them drop back, talk to him. And, he's like, oh, he's okay. He's just feeling a little woozy, but he's okay. He's okay. So we keep pushing. We're mashing on. Next thing you know, I look in my mirror and he's gone. I'm like, where'd he go? And one of my brothers is gone. So apparently he had pulled off and my brother pulled off with him. They're sitting on the side of the road. So we pull over. I could see him in my mirror way back on the side of the road. I call back to my brother. Hey, what's going on back there? He tells me, oh, this guy is throwing up. He's not feeling well. I'm like, what? Throwing up? Yeah, he said, the heat is really bothering him and this and that. And I'm like, oh, man. And this guy is trying to join my club. So I'm like really not impressed at this point. To make matters worse, I don't mean to sound like a feminist, or not feminist, but a sexist. We had a woman with us. A woman I know who rides pretty well. And she rode this fool into the dirt. She was hanging with us like it was nothing. And this guy is sitting on the side of the road draped over his handlebars, looking like he's about to die. So I'm getting impatient. One of my brothers is like, circle back around and pick him up. I'm like, heck no, I'm not picking that fool up. I said, make him come to us. So they call back there and say, hey, get him to creep on up here to us. So he creeps up, creeps up, creeps up. When he gets there, I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'll be okay. I'm just feeling a little woozy. I was like, man, this guy. So we check, and there's a truck stop, not a truck stop, but a rest stop, about 20 miles ahead down the road. So we get back on the road. We can't drive faster than 30, 35 miles an hour because we don't know if this dude's going to crash or not. So we're cruising on the 10 freeway at 30, 35 miles an hour for 20 miles. I'm just getting more and more disappointed in him for for sake of vocabulary. I just was very disappointed. So we get to the rest stop, pull into the rest stop. Brothers all jump off the bikes, hit the head. There's some vending machines and whatnot. Dude gets some drinks and whatnot. We all get some drinks and we're kicking it. There's a vendor there selling hot dogs and whatnot. So we all get some things to, snack on and just rest a little bit. This dude goes to sleep, takes a nap at the rest stop, like lays out, literally. And I'm like, what is this? This dude, all that talking he was doing, man. And he's got us sitting on the side of the road at a rest stop, which is not good. If in terms of security, you don't park on the side of a road and just wait around, sitting around. You don't do that. Not when you're in a motorcycle club, you're biking. You keep it moving. And this guy made it so we couldn't move. We were stuck waiting for him. And finally, after I think more than an hour, he finally got himself together. And when we got back on the freeway, I just punched it. Boom. And so he was forced to keep up with us. And we made it into Phoenix, stopped, got more gas, and then went on to the hotel. This dude, man, this guy, oh my God, he was such a disappointment. So he got himself together. He hung out in his room. Finally, he came down at night and hung out with us. Then when we had to go back home, riding around Phoenix that whole weekend was like 120 degrees. When we went back home, we left out of there. It was over 100 degrees heading back towards LA. The guy is following us. He's with us in the pack. He's with us and we're going. Man, when we got by his pad, you could see that dude, his tires caught fire. He got off that freeway so fast. He was out of there. And I just knew this guy, he ain't long for this club. He's not long for this club. He just didn't have what it takes to do any kind of real riding. So a week later, or was it 2 weeks later, we go to Las Vegas to visit a brother of ours in Las Vegas. And we roll up to Las Vegas, same thing. He's struggling. He's falling back. He can't hang with the crew. And we nurse him into Vegas. We go, we have dinner, we hang out with our brother up there, and then we go to the hotel for the night so that we can leave early in the morning. I'm laying on the bed. He comes out the restroom in the morning, and he says to me, Prez, yeah, I'm going to have to step away from the club. I apologize. And, he tells me, I just ain't built for this kind of riding. And I'm thinking to myself, why you waste my time? You were talking all that smack, all that smack about how you ride, and nobody wants to ride. All the organizations you had messed with before, nobody wants to ride. That's why you came to me, because you want to ride. And then we take you out on 2 rides and you quit. Man, I was like just sitting there disgusted. Like, why did I even waste my time with this guy? And so we get on the bikes to go home. We're riding home. We stop and gas up, and he comes up. He's apologizing to me for quitting. And I said, man, you don't have to apologize to me. You're the quitter. You quit. I didn't quit. It's okay. It's up to you. It's not, you have to know your limitations. You have to know what it is you really want in your heart. And I left it at that. So we're cruising back down the 15 freeway. When we get near the 215 split, this dude doesn't say bye or nothing. He zips out again, just like he did at Ukaipa. Zips off, and we don't see him. He just blazes a trail. His tires catch fire. He rides so fast when he ain't got nowhere to go. It's amazing. But he can't do that when we're riding on the road. So, yeah, that was an interesting story of a hang-around who became a prospect, paid his initiation fees and everything, and then quit after 2 rides. 2 rides, he was done. 2 rides, he was done. He probably don't even ride that bike he has. It was a brand new Heritage Softail, and I kind of felt like, wow, dude, I was rooting for you. I was pulling for you, but you just let me down, man. Well, that just goes to show you, you really, really got to put people to the test, because people will tell you anything they think you want to hear, and then they won't live up to it. He talked a really good game. He was all, I'm this and that, and there's a whole lot of extra stuff he said too that we know ain't true. But the point was that he was selling a lot of wolf tickets to us, and he did not live up to those things. If he would have just been able to ride, I would have, probably overlooked some of the stuff. If he would have never just quit, I would have probably overlooked some of the stuff. But what can you do? So you got to vet your people, man. You got to put them to the test. You got to put them through the ringer. You got to make them ride. Don't just listen to them tell you how good they do things or how great they are at this or what they love. Make them prove it. He was asked to prove it, and he failed twice. Both times he was asked to prove it, he failed to prove it. So that's the moral of the story. Check out your people. Don't just take their word for it. Give them a little test, nudge them along, and see if they're really about the things they claim to be about. All right? Peace and love. God bless.